Hi, my name is Yuin, and this is my poster for MGT5205, Bridging the Clock, a structured asynchronous model to overcome coordination delay in time for dispersed virtual teams. I will walk you through section by section, which is the problem, my model, how the teams applies it, and how we did measure the success. Starting with the introduction, when teams work across different time zones, members rarely share the same working hours, which is a condition research called temporal dispersion. The issue this creates isn't just communication is hard. It is something sharper and measurable, which is coordination delay where extra times it takes to get an answer, a clarification, or a decision from a teammate. When working hours don't overlap, one unanswered question can freeze an entire task until the next person comes online. In section 2, which is the challenge, it is a real example for my old online teams. One member posted a blocking question late at night. The teammate who could answer was offline, so the reply only came about 18 hours later, stalling the whole task for nearly a day. The key point is that nobody was lazy or unwilling. The team simply had no system for making progress while waiting. Small dependency will quietly turn into full days delay, which piled up into missed deadline and rush work. So that leads to my section 3, the proposed model. My solution is the bridge model, a structural and synchronous coordination framework of six low-cost value: B, baselines of truth; R, response times norm; I, independent authority; D, documented hands-off; G, golden overlap; and E, escalation path. I choose bridge because it targets coordination delay directly. The proven cause of lost performance in dispersed teams, turning waiting into continuous hands-off. Table 1 breaks the model into six rules, and for each one names the exact problem it removes. Baselines of truth is one shared document, so no one wastes time asking where are we, which means no status chasing. Response time norms are agreed replies windows, so silence is clear, not confusing. Independent authorities means agreeing who can decide alone, so there's no decision bottleneck. Documents hands off means ending each section with a done, doing, or block note, so the next person continues without a meeting. Golden overlap is one short call for the hardest issue only. And escalation parts means knowing who to tag if there's no reply, so no task sits stalled for a full day. So just below the table, figure 1 shows the difference of a 24 hours clock. The top row, without a system, follow one block questions. A member hits a blocker at 9 p.m., but the teammate who can answer it is offline. So the reply only comes at 3 p.m. the next day. The gray bar is roughly 18th hour of dead time from a single question. The bottom row with bridge is the same 9 p.m. moment, but now the member check the share board, applies their own authorities, and files a hands-off note. The next teammate speed it straight up with full context. You see the one green line of the continuous progress, no gap. The figures make the whole point visible. Bridge turns a full day start into a uninterrupted and hands-off. At the bottom of the center column, the table 2 is a four-week implementation plan because a model only matters if it can actually be applied. Each row sets out the week, the action, who owns it, and how we measure it. In week 1, the team's lead set up a share board and agrees the response time norm. And we know it is done when the board is live and the norms are posted. In week 2, all members start applying documents hands-off every section, measured by the percentage of section that ends with a proper hands-off note. In week 3, all members test the escalation rules on real blockers, measured by the average times it takes to clear a blocker. And in week 4, the team's lead reviews the delays and refine the progress, measured by the change in total delays hours. So responsibility is shared but clearly assigned, and every step has a concrete signal that tells us it is working. Moving to success measures, we track three things to know it is working: average response time, the number of tasks blocked more than 12 hours, and total delays hour lost each week. If bridge is working, all three trends downwards. To conclude, the real cause of distributed teams work isn't general communication problem, it is a coordination delay. where one block question can cost a whole day. The bridge model fixed this with 6 simple habits, shifting a team from wait for each other to hand work forward. No new software, just share routines. That makes it practical for any student or distributed team. Finally, my presentation ends here. Thanks for watching.